Peter, why did I get a charge on my credit card for Fortnite? Because, Lois, I had to buy the new Simpsons Battle Pass for the new Fortnite season. See? Pretty friggin' sweet, ain't it? Peter, that was all the money we had till the end of the month. How are we supposed to feed our kids now? This is the stupidest decision you've ever made. No, the worst decision I ever made was holding my own FDR fireside speech. Hello, my fellow Americans. It's your favorite cool president, Peter Griffin here. You can tell I'm cool because of my sunglasses. I've been receiving messages from the people about my free national Pawtucket Patriot Ale Day and how it ruins the economy and many American lives. Also with how I've caused the greatest economic crash ever. I'm here to address that issue because you guys are just plain stupid. It's clear that the stock market crash of 1929 was the worst economic crisis in the history of not just our fine country, but the whole planet. First off, the stock market's crash was so bad that it ended up causing people to need to sell their brand new cars for just $100 in cash, just in order to make ends meet, as you can see in this. Joe! Throw the image! Sorry, Peter. As I was saying in this newspaper clipping from Christopher Newport University, read it as you will. Thank you, Joe. Second of all, 5 days before the crash, people were worried about their stock slowly declining, but they still bought it anyway, which led to the stock market crashing as a result, which forced the president to make an official statement as said in the prices of stock drops in heavy liquidation, total drop of billions headline by the New York Times on October 24th, 1929. Quagmire, show him the picture. Alright, giggity giggity goo! End quote. Frightened by the decline in stock prices during the last month and a half, thousands of stockholders dumped their shares on the market yesterday afternoon in such an avalanche of selling as to bring about one of the widest declines in history. Even the best seasoned dividend pay shares were sold regardless of the prices they would bring. And as the result was a tremendous smash. Lawrence Richley, the secretary to President Herbert Hoover memo, also said something to the president after the crash, which was sent as a White House telegram. Cleveland, image. Yo, my name is Cleveland Brown. New York has just telephoned stating that he thinks you should issue a statement to the press tonight for publication tomorrow morning. Yeah. Lastly, due to the crash, statistics dropped later that said 1 in 4 workers were jobless, 1 in 5 Americans survived on meager relief payments. The stock was down 75% from 1929. Exports were at their lowest level since 1904, and in just 4 years, the suicide rate had tripled at the time. And this piece of information comes from a document in the Franklin D. Roosevelt Presidential Library and Museum. So, in conclusion, the Americans that think my free beer day is stupid, you're stupid, because you're saying I'm causing the biggest crash in human history, which is wrong because my holiday only affects America and not other countries. Unlike the stock market crash of 1929, where it affected the entire world. Now, if you excuse me, I have to deal with the angry mob outside the White House, and I also have to take a dump.